Welcome to Easy Maths. In this video, you are going to learn the questions related to distance, time and speed. Before I start this video, a gentle reminder, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. In this playlist of cracking quantitative questions in competitive exams, I'll be covering the topics like work time, percentage and so on. So stay tuned to this channel. For now, I start with the question answers. So the first question that we are going to do here is a student walks from his house at 4 km per hour and reaches his school in 5 minutes too late. That means if his required time was required time to reach school was T hours, he reached 5 minutes late. If his speed has been 5 kilometers, he would have reached 10 minutes too early. So let's take some assumptions. Our first assumption is required time is T. Distance from home to school. This is going to be constant. Will be X. Let it be X. So these are our assumptions. Now the speed at which he should, no, we don't need speed actually. We will work on time in this case. Now case 1, there are two cases given to us. Case 1, when the speed is 4 km per hour, distance remains the same x kilometers. What will be the time taken? The time, let's this be case 1 d1 t1. This time will be speed upon distance upon speed, dst triangle, you remember this. So time will be distance upon speed, x upon 4. And case 2, speed is 5 kilometers, distance remains same, time 2 will be x upon 5. Now, the time in case 1 is 5 minutes too late. That means he took 5 minutes extra. If he would have taken 5 minutes less, it will be equal to this time. So that means t is equal to x by 4 minus 5 minutes. We will convert minutes to hours. So this will be 60 hours. And this time T2, T will be equal to T2 if we add 10 minutes to it. 10 minutes is equal to 10 by 60 hours. So this will become x by 5 plus 1 upon 6, and this is x by 5 minus 1 upon 12. Now these two are showing the same unit time, the required time to reach the school. Let's equate this first and the second equation. On equating, we get x by 5 minus 1 upon 12 is equal to this is x by 4 upon x by 5 plus 1 by 6, x by 4. Cutting short the question, I just bring the x to this side, the variable elements to one side and the constants to other. Solve it out. It will be 5x minus 4x upon 20 is equal to 1 plus 2 upon 12. So this becomes x is equal to 12 into 3 upon 12. This is 20. 4, 5, you get 5 kilometers. So this is your answer. You get the distance from home to school is 5 kilometers. Let's move on to the next question. To cut the video short, I'll be doing quickly many questions so that you get idea on many questions. My second question that I have chosen is, by walking at 4 by 5 of these normal speeds, the man reaches his office 10 minutes late. How much time he normally takes to reach his office? So here again we will be taking some assumptions. Whatever is given will be written and the assumptions Then we set up the cases and we solve the question. So the main method is we keep our assumptions right. Let the normal speed, because they are talking about normal speed here, normal speed is equal to x. Distance from home to office, let this be s, is equal to x. Now, case 1. Now, there is only one case that they are talking about. If I know speed, I know distance, can I find out the normal time taken? Normal time will be distance upon speed, x upon s. This is what I am supposed to find, how much time he takes normally. So, this is what I have to find in the question. Now, let's take case 1. Case 1 says, if he moves with 4/5 of his normal speed, his speed is s. So speed 1, case 1 will be 4/5 of s. Distance will always be the same because the distance from office to home doesn't change. So time taken here will be distance upon speed, which will be x upon 4s by 5, which will become 5x by 4s. Now, they say he reaches office 10 minutes late. That means he is taking 10 minutes extra. So 5x upon 4s plus 10 minutes is equal to x upon s. Because if we add 10 minutes to this, he is taking 10 minutes extra. If we subtract 10 minutes from here, we will get our normal time. So, it will be 5x upon 4s minus x upon s is equal to 10. So, we solve it out. It becomes 5x minus 4x upon 4x. 4s is equal to 10. So, x upon s is equal to 10 into 4. That is 40 minutes. So, again, the question is, how do we solve it? We first keep our assumptions right. Then we solve the case and we ensure that all the 3 parameters are known to us. Working on the 3 parameters in the DST questions, that is distance, speed and time questions, is the only trick to get easy solutions. Let's move on to the next question now. So the next question, a man is walking at a speed of 10 kilometers per hour. After every kilometer, he takes a rest of 5 minutes. How much time will he be taking to cover the distance of 5 kilometers? So this is a little tricky question, though it's not very difficult, but one thing has to be made. In this question, we will make a timeline kind of a thing. He moves 1 kilometer. He moves 1 kilometer and takes a rest of 5 minutes. Moves another 1 kilometer, takes a rest of 5 minutes. Moves another 1 kilometer, takes a rest. Moves 1 kilometer, takes rest. 1 kilometer, rest. 1 kilometer, rest. This is the second kilometer, this is the third, this is the fourth and the 5 kilometer, and he reaches his destination. Starts from here and reaches his destination. So how many times does he rest? 1, 2, 3, 4 times he is resting. So time of rest is equal to 5 into 4, that is 20 minutes. Time of movement he takes, his speed is 10 kilometers per hour. It implies 10 kilometers in 1 hour. So 5 kilometers in how many hours? Half hour, which is equal to 30 minutes. So total time is 30 plus the rest time 20, that is 50 minutes. Now in this question is easy if we understand, but what do many of the kids do? They take this 5 kilometers, that means he'll rest 5 times. If he'll rest 5 times, they will add up and make it 25. This is where they go wrong. So this is a trick to make a line graph kind of a thing and understand how much time will he rest and how much time will he take to move 5 kilometers and hence we solve the question again using the simple assumptions. We move on to the next question now. So the next question is, a car driver leaves Bangalore at 8:30 a.m. and expected to reach the place 300 kilometers from Bangalore at 12:30. So let's make a line graph here. This is from where the car driver leaves. Okay. The distance from here to here is 300 kilometers. Okay. He leaves from here at 8:30 a.m. and reaches here at 12:30 p.m. That means total journey time of total journey was 4 hours. Distance was x. This is distance, time. Now, in the first half of the journey, after 2 hours, they say at 10:30 he realizes he has covered 40% of the distance. 40% of the distance will be 40% of 300 will be 40 upon 100 into 300. Cancelling this, we get 120 kilometers. So now for case 1, distance is 120 kilometers. Time 10:30 minus 8:30 is 2 hours. So that means speed was 60 kilometers per hour. Now case 2, they are asking now how much should be his speed to reach at the same time. So that means time should be 2 hours because total journey was of 4 hours. He has already used 2 hours. That means 2 hours are remaining. Distance remaining in this case will be 300 minus 120, that is 180. We can find the speed. Speed is distance upon time. 180 upon 2, that is 90 kilometers per hour. This should be his speed, whereas he was moving at this speed. So increase in speed will be 90 minus 60, that is 30 kilometer per hour. So most of the questions you will see, I am either drawing a line graph, I am making my fixed assumptions, I am dividing the question in case 1 and case 2. In all case, I try and find the 3 elements. This is the trick of solving such questions. I hope this video was useful for you all. For many more videos like this where you learn the tricks, subscribe my channel. See you soon with more topics. Thank you.